Hey, my name is Glenn, and welcome back to the Cryptonest. Today, I want to talk to you guys about Binance US, a new US regulated exchange that you can use for trading your Bitcoin and/or altcoins. Apologize for that light there in my face, guys. We'll work on that. Anyway, Binance had an exchange. They were doing business. The US SEC got involved, said that there were a bunch of tokens on the exchange that we as US citizens shouldn't be working with or trading. So therefore, Binance closed off their exchange to us and opened up Binance US, which fits along with the US regulations, the SEC regulations, a little bit better to protect us from making sure that we're not trading securities and things that the SEC deems as that we shouldn't be trading in. So what we have is Binance US. Binance was kind enough to create an exchange for us that we can use, and with that, you are able to access certain alternative coins, as what they call altcoins, as well as Bitcoin. Currently, Binance is running a 30-day welcome with zero trading fees for all new users. Starting on November 15th here at 8 a.m., it says all newly registered users on Binance US will enjoy a 30-day welcome bonus of zero trading fees for all trading pairs after passing basic account verification. So for those of you that are new and would like to get in and give it a try, there will be zero trading fees. For those of you that are already familiar with trading, I'm sure you understand and you're familiar with the fact that there are fees when you do trade, and Binance is offering a discount on those fees for the next 30 days of zero trading fees for all new users. So it's definitely a good time to check it out. Again, this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. Please do your own research and make sure that whatever it is that you're doing, that you understand what you're putting your money into, because any investment that you make, no matter whether it be Bitcoin or a traditional market, doesn't matter what it is, any investment has the ability or has the potential to lose money as well as make money. So please make sure that you're doing your own due diligence and you know what it is that you're getting into. Binance Exchange, as I said, they have several different markets. You can trade against the US dollar. You can also trade against the US Tether coins or US dollar Tether coins, as well as against Bitcoin. So they have three different types of trading pairs. They have the BTC pairs, they have the USD for US dollars, and then they have the USDT or Tether. If you're familiar with Tether, it's a stable coin equivalent to a dollar at all times. That way you can trade in and out and be able to preserve your wealth without having to worry about the coin varying in price and fluctuating in price. Binance US is a secure platform for users to buy, sell, and store their cryptos. I do not recommend storing your cryptos on any exchange ever. Remember, not your keys, not your crypto. But if you are going to have to leave a little bit of money on the exchange, only leave on there what you plan on trading with. Binance does have certain things put in place to where if they lose money or if they get hacked, they have policies and procedures in place to try to replace that money. But at the same time, it's your money. You're responsible for your account. So never leave anything more on the exchange than you're willing to lose. Okay, just pure, simple safety practices. You can integrate with ease if you are familiar with trading with like 3 or some other type of automated trading bot. Using their API system, you can connect it to Binance, and that way you can use things like 3 and other trading bots to be able to trade your account for you. I will be doing a video in the future on 3 It's a pretty cool program. At the moment, I'm going to stick to Binance here. You can buy your Bitcoin on Binance with your USD. And the way you do that is after you sign up and create your account, you would connect your bank account to it, and you're able to withdraw funds from your bank account to Binance to purchase your Bitcoin, and vice versa. Once you're done making your exchanges, your trades, and you decide you want to sell your Bitcoin, you can always sell your Bitcoin and transfer your funds back to your US dollars and back to your bank account. So they do have the fiat on and off ramps for us here. And down at the bottom, I will put a link in the description, of course. If you use my link, it does help the channel. I would appreciate it. Thank you very much for those of you that do. If you don't use it, that's okay too. I understand. No big deal. No harm, no foul. It does help the channel. I would like to get some better lighting, some better cameras and things, and using these links will help support those types of upgrades. So I do appreciate anybody that does take the time to use my links. Thank you very much. You click here or sign up for free. It doesn't cost anything to create the account. You would use your email address and your password. your referral ID, which would be in my my link. If you would use my referral ID if you don't mind. If you do, again, no big deal. You just click that you're over 18 and you create your account. Once you've created your account, we'll need to fund your account, and the way you're going to fund your account is through your wallet. Your wallet at the top of your Binance page, once you've created your account, there will be a link up here that says wallet. When you click into your wallet, it'll look something like this, and you'll have the ability to deposit, withdraw. You can see your withdrawal histories, deposit histories, your distribution histories. So all you would want to do to fund your account is click on deposit. Of course, we're going to be depositing USD if we're coming from our bank account. If you wanted to, for example, deposit Bitcoin from maybe another wallet, maybe you've already set up a Monarch or an Abra wallet, or you already have another wallet where you have Bitcoin set up. If you don't, Abra and Monarch are a couple wallets I've covered in the past. I do have videos in the playlist under wallets if you're interested to know more about those. In the meanwhile, we're talking about Binance. If you wanted to deposit US dollars into Binance, you would simply choose your US dollars. You would select the amount that you want to put in. Down here in this drop-down list, you would select your bank account and you hit continue. Once you hit continue, it's going to connect to your bank. It's going to have you log in and verify your banking information, where you can then go ahead and make the purchase of your Bitcoin. It takes about 30 minutes or so to show up in your account, just so that everything verifies and transfers. Once it's in your account, Binance does requires those funds stay in there for at least 10 days. That way they can verify all the funds, make sure that the bank doesn't, deny the charges or anything of that nature. After those 10 days, of course, the funds are released. Now, you are able to trade with them on the exchange during those 10 days. You're just not able to withdraw those funds until the end of that verification process. That way they can make sure that the funds that you're trading with are actually legitimate and do actually clear, and that the bank doesn't recall them for any reason. So if you wanted to deposit US dollars, that's how you would do it. If you wanted to deposit Bitcoin, you would simply drop down this list here, and let's say you want to deposit Bitcoin. It will give you a Bitcoin address right here. This is the address that you would use to deposit Bitcoin. You can also click on the show QR code. That code does work. That is actually my Bitcoin wallet at Binance. If I don't use this particular account, but if somebody wanted to send some Bitcoin there, more power to you. There's nothing in it, so you're not going to get anything if you try to hack it, but feel free to donate if you like. Anyway, in the meanwhile, these Bitcoin address here, what you would do is you would simply put here that you want to deposit your Bitcoin. This is the address. You would put this address into whatever wallet you were sending it from. So you would go into your Monarch wallet or whatever other wallet that you were going to send from. You would find your Bitcoin account. You would click send. You would put this address right here in the send space of your wallet, and then the amount, of course, and complete the process. Within about 30 minutes or so, the funds will verify in here. It just because Bitcoin's network takes about 10 minutes for a block to confirm, and you usually need 2 to 3 confirmations. I think it's 3 confirmations for the funds to appear available and usable within Binance. So it's just a process of the system that just takes a little bit of time. So once you do that, your funds ought to be available for you within about 30 minutes. Again, I did it here just the other day. It didn't take very long. And then once your funds are in there, you are able to trade with them. If you wanted to withdraw your funds, once you're done doing your trading, you could go in here and you could withdraw US dollars, trade whatever funds you were using back into US dollars. Of course, you would select US dollars, put in the amount that you wanted to withdraw, and you would withdraw to your bank account, which again would be in the drop down, and hit continue. That would, and then you would just walk through the withdrawal process. Very simple. It'll lead you through it. Very easy to understand. And again, after a few confirmations, or after a short period of time for everything to confirm through the banks, your funds would appear in your bank account. Same thing goes with your Bitcoin. If you wanted to withdraw Bitcoin, you just simply withdraw Bitcoin. You put in the address here, like the address I showed you a moment ago. You would put the address in like that in here. You would put the amount that you wanted to send here. And then you would just hit submit, and it would go through to that address. That again takes approximately 30 minutes or so, because you have to wait for the network to actually confirm the blocks and confirm the transactions. So down below here, of course, you can see your recent withdrawal histories. You can see your deposit and withdrawal history here, your distribution history. Distribution history would be like rewards and things. Binance does have a reward program. I want to show you guys the exchange. They do have a blog as well with lots of good information about Binance and changes that they make within Binance. And like right here, buy crypto with your debit card, now available on Binance. So they do have a blog that gives you a lot of information on it. I do recommend once you set up your account, you set up your Google 2FA. I always recommend you use your Google 2FA. I haven't set it up for this account yet, but I also would suggest you set up your whitelist. Your whitelist would be meaning that you're not able, no funds are able to be withdrawn from your exchange unless it's going to one of these particular addresses. So you put your addresses in that you wish to be able to send Bitcoin to. You turn your whitelist on, and if somebody else were to try to hack into your account and send the funds to a different address, they would not go. They have this anti-phishing code. I would recommend that you set that. And of course, if you see any suspicious account activity, you can always disable your account immediately right here. This is within your security right there. So I definitely recommend making your account as secure as possible. That way you don't have to worry about losing your funds. If we go into the exchange, at the top of Binance, you have this markets here. You have a basic and you have an advanced market. We're going to go ahead and start with the basic. The basic is right here. On the basic market, you can see that we have our order book over here on this side. For those of you that aren't familiar, that's what this is. This is your order book, and this is the current price at which Bitcoin is trading right now, $7,080.85. Those of you familiar with charts and things will recognize the chart here. You can also select Trading View, which will give you Trading View charts, something I'm a little more familiar with. But they do have original charts as well as Trading View charts in here. Kind of cool. Down at the bottom, over on the side here, you see your different pairs. I need to slide myself out of the way here, guys. Excuse me. Over here, you see your pairs. You've got Cardano versus the USDT. These are your tether pairs. You can switch that right here. This is your Bitcoin pair, so you can trade these coins against Bitcoin. You've got Bitcoin Cash, Binance Coin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and XRP can all be traded against Bitcoin. You have all these coins here that can be traded against the US dollar. Down at the bottom, you have the market trade history, what's been going on within the market and what's been buying and selling. And down here, I'm going to slide myself back out of the way. Down here, we have where you would actually make your buys and sells. So if you wanted to do a limit buy, for example, you wanted to buy Bitcoin at, let's say, if it drops down to $7,000, you want to buy Bitcoin, you would put in here that you want to buy it under a limit. You would buy 7,000. You select the amount that you want to purchase, or you can use like 25% of your portfolio, or 50%, 75, 100% of your portfolio. You can also put in the actual dollar amount down here if you wish to do that, and it'll fill in the amount of Bitcoin for you. And then you hit the button down below, which currently says log in, but it would say trade. Actually, it would say buy down here, and over here it would say sell. You can do the same thing in reverse. Over here, you want to sell Bitcoin. Let's say Bitcoin goes up to 8,000, and you wanted to sell it at $8,000. Take your profits. You would then put in the amount that you wanted to sell off in US dollar tether, and it would sell off that much Bitcoin. Or you could select again, once again, for 25, 50, 75, or 100% of your position that you have available in Bitcoin at that time. So that's how you would do a limit buy or a limit sell. You have market buys and sells, which means basically that you just want to buy it right now. You don't really care what the price is. Let's say you're a long-term hodler. You're going to hold this Bitcoin for a while. You're just going to sit on it. You know it's going to go up eventually, but the price, whether you buy it at $7,000 or $7,050, really doesn't matter to you, because you plan on just putting it away and holding it for a while. Or let's say a move is moving against you real fast and you just want to get out, or you just want to get in. You can always use a market buy or sell as well. So you would do the same thing. You would just put in the amount that you want to buy or sell, 25, 50, 75, or 100% of your portfolio again, or you can choose individually, input the individual amount and select down here and on your either buy or sell. You can do stop limit trades, basically meaning that it's going to stop at a certain price that you set. If the price moves past a certain point, it'll then sell at another point. So if the trade is, you think it's going to go up and it starts to go down, so you can set it to say, well, right now, if it drops down to $7,000, I want it to sell at 6,990. That way, it'll trigger at 7,000, and when it hits 6,990, it'll go ahead and sell. Kind of use that for a stop loss, or use that for a stop loss. That way you can protect yourself from, the market moving against you. So, and there's a lot of different other reasons. Those of you that are more sophisticated in trading will understand. Those that aren't, stay tuned, because I do hope to do some more videos in the future, giving some more information, little trading tips. At this point in time, I'm not a financial advisor. I don't ever plan on being a financial advisor, and I don't wish to share too much at this point, because I don't want to expose anybody to the possibility of losing money at my expense. But as I have been learning, and as I do learn more, I will share little tips with you here and there, and I'll go over further in detail on stop losses and limits and stuff like that in the future. Binance it's a really cool exchange for the US people to use. Of course, you don't have to be in the US to use it, but if you are in the US, this is what Binance has done for us, since they had to close up their other exchange to US people due to the SEC rules and regulations. I will go ahead and drop my link down below. I hope you have a good day. I hope this has been helpful for you. Thank you very much for spending this time with me here today. I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Take a moment to subscribe and click the little bell down below so you can be notified when I release new videos. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Bye-bye.